Right, you guys, welcome to our new challenge. I want to just take a minute to help you to understand how to best take your pictures and your measurements. You guys, the scale is only one factor in determining your weight loss and looking at your progress, and ultimately it's really not the best gauge of your progress because of how it goes up and down, how everybody loses weight differently. So I want you to make sure that you take pictures and measurements, even though it might be hard or scary at first, because you are going to want these to be able to gauge your progress and see what's going on. Okay, so first let's talk about pictures. So your pictures, you want to be against a plain wall if possible, or have as little as possible in the background. If you can do it somewhere where you have good window lighting, even better, so that you get that natural light. So the more light, the better. Okay, so I'm going to use just the door here because it's white and it's plain. So you want to take 4 pictures when you take your picture. So the first one, you want to be standing straight, hands on your hips. It's good because you can see that. And then your second one, turn to your right, arms crossed, take that one, and then back, and then to your left. Okay, so those are the 4 pictures. What should you wear in your pictures? Wear something form-fitting. Even if you might not wear something out that's form-fitting right now, you want to try to get a picture of your body. So either a swimsuit or a sports bra on top, or even something like this, like a fitted tank and shorts that you can see. And then plan to get that outfit back out every time that you redo your pictures, which I recommend every 2 to 4 weeks is plenty to do that, right? But you'll be so happy to see your progress, and it's fun to see that in that same outfit, how your body is changing. Okay, so that's pictures. Now let's talk a little bit about measurements. Okay, so if you have somebody to help you with your measurements, that is ideal because you really want to try to be precise to take your measurements in the same place every single time. So I'm just going to show you in general where to take those. If you have to do them by yourself, do it. Again, if you can get a partner, even better. Okay, so I'm just going to be using a measuring tape, and the first measurement we want to get is our arms. So when you're measuring your arms, you want to measure at the biggest point of your bicep, right? So I'm just going to go around here and get that straight. I'm going to measure again at that biggest point of the bicep, okay? And then you're just going to write those down. In the groups where we're using my challenge tracker app, make sure that you go in and log these in the app as well, okay? So you're going to do your right arm and your left arm. Okay, the next measurement is going to be your chest. So your chest, you want it to be even all the way around, right? So not lower here and up here, but make sure you've got that evenly placed, and you're going to go right over your nipple line. Okay, so, and then write that down. Again, obviously you can do this without clothes too, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do that. Okay, where do you measure your waist? This is probably the question that I get the most. So I want you to measure at the smallest part of your waist, okay? So that's typically not going to be your belly button that's down here. It's typically going to be your natural waistline is going to be a little bit higher than that. So just go with the rule of thumb to measure around the smallest part of your waist, and that will give you the measurement that you need. Okay, write that down. And then I'm writing the wrong places. All right, hips. Where do you measure hips? Again, this can be a little bit different for everyone. What I recommend is finding your hip bones and measuring right there. Okay, so again, it's a way to be very consistent and to have those measurements in the right places. All right, so I'm going to write that down. Next, we want to do our calves. So again, you want to find the biggest part of your calf muscle. So it's just typically going to be, so from here to here, it's going to be probably right about here in the middle. So I'm just going to take this around again, make sure it's even all the way around, and I'm going to measure that. Okay, and you're going to do that for both your right leg and your left leg. So those are all the measurements that go in the challenge tracker. Another measurement that is pretty typical for people to take is their calf muscle. So again, so the calf muscle, again, you're looking at the lower half of your leg. Take that biggest area of your calf muscle here, go around there, and you've got it. All right, so those are the measurements that we're looking for. So again, we've got both arms, we've got our chest right here at the nipple line, we've got your waist at the smallest part of your waist where that comes in, your hips measure right here at your hip bones, then your thighs measure at the biggest part of your thighs, and your calf muscles measure at the biggest part of your calf muscles. You guys take those pictures, get those measurements in. That's a key part to beginning any journey. And I recommend that you look at these, and you can look at your weight as well every 2 to 4 weeks. I wouldn't recommend jumping on the scale every single day. I wouldn't recommend that you need to take pictures every single day. But this is your journey, so make sure that you do it how you want to do it, but find those measures of success that are impactful to you. Why are you really doing this, and how is it going to change your life? Focus on those, and let's get started.